Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday Anime Chat with me, your host, Pop. And January's theme is all about the 80s anime. So that's what we're going to be watching today. We'll see if maybe one of your favorite shows pops up. Or maybe some of the more obscure ones that you've never even heard of. But before we get to all that, it's going to be the news of the week. Then we'll check some rankings. We'll hit our main event. And then after that, check out what's going on this season. And as I pull it up here, I just want to say morning to you, Fabric. Good to see you. So you hear Canada's Chinese now. Yeah, I heard our numbskull of a prime minister was making deals with China to let Chinese EVs in. Rest assured, I will not be purchasing one of those. Why would I purchase a death trap, a piece of garbage? I'll stick with my good old internal combustion engine. And yeah, Alberta is looking towards separating anyway, so that's another issue that's coming up. And we'll see what happens with that. Whether it's just all a big ruse, we'll see. If we can become independent and not have to send money to Ottawa, I'm all for that. But that's for another time. Let's get back to the news of the week. We're going back to Monday. Bang Dream Yume Mita Anime's first video unveils full staff and a summer debut. Two of your least favorite things, China and EVs. Yep, they make a good combination, don't they, Fabric? A good combination that should go away. Next up, Shoujo Kageki review. Starlight's project gets new anime sequel by Kinema Citrus. Bang Dream Ave Mujica film project reveals Prime Aurora title and a fall opening. Bushy Road reveals Zero Rise basketball project with TV anime and stage play. They're going to have a basketball stage play. All right, well, that's always interesting when they get into the stage plays for some of these shows. There's more out there than you'd think, that's for sure. Oh, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot video reveals a January 15th launch for Dragon Ball Daima Part 2 DLC. I like Daima, it was good. Short enough, just long enough. It's Dragon Ball. You can't really expect too much from it. My Hero Academia All's Justice game streams opening cinematic trailer. And it's coming out for the PS4 and Xbox and PC. Bang Dream franchise gets new Bang Dream Our Notes mobile game. Oh, great. They're getting into the mobile game for that. All right. The Oscars post Demon Slayer Infinity Castle's film behind the scenes video. Yeah, Fabric, if you have a subject, there's an anime for you. There is literally any genre you can think of. It's like, I wonder if they have an anime for that. Yep, they sure do. All You Need Is Kill anime film streams Invasion Clip. The film opens in North America on Friday. Mappa animates new video for Card Fight Vanguard franchise's 15th anniversary. Bushy Road announces Weiss Schwarz online game. It launches for the Switch and PC. Never got into Weiss Schwarz. That might be something to look into. MHA is starting to have an Attack on Titan Bleach cycle. No, but this is it, Fabric. Like that's the it's done. Like MHA is done and over with. They're not stretching out or anything. There's just 8 seasons and that's it. That's just a game that they have. There's also Vigilantes. So if you want to get into watching MHA Vigilantes, yes, that's another one you can do. Okay, we're moving along to Tuesday. Pal World Game announces launch of official card game on July the 30th. Oh, man. People are going to jump on that, I'm sure. Pal World card game. Rakino's Monster Eater light novels and webtoon get light anime. What does light anime mean? Is this going to be like 6 episodes or something? Just a short one? Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World anime confirms season 4. Okay, season 4 of Konosuba. I didn't realize they were up to that much already. I did watch the first season. And it was not too bad. Level 5. Aiming announced new Inazuma 11 cross smartphone game. So, that's soccer anime. So, you can play soccer on your smartphone. Apparently against other people and other phones that aren't the same platform. Yeah, Fabric. A light anime. It's either that or I could see the episodes being really short. Because some we've watched, they've only been like 11 minutes long. Jack of All Trades, Party of None. Anime reveals English dubcast. January 14th debut. One Punch Man World Game ends service. Okay. I hope nobody was invested in that. High Dive to stream Oshinoko Season 3. Good for you, High Dive. Can't let Crunchyroll have everything. Code Vein 2 Games Overview Trailer previews characters and world. The characters, the world, and the combat. Nintendo Switch Online adds Fire Emblem Path of Radiance game in expansion pack. And I can just hear all the Fire Emblem fanboys just going crazy. It's amazing how many people like Fire Emblem. But I just never got into it. Well, that's all for Tuesday. Let's move along to Wednesday. Piro's Maho no Shimai Luluto Lily anime unveils 4 more cast members. Draw This Then Die anime reveals main cast, more staff. Light anime means faster production and usually quickly done animation. Think Panty and Stocking or Ruby. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification there, Fabric. I did watch Ruby, but I did not watch Panty and Stocking. Next up, Mistress Kanan is Devilishly Easy anime unveils theme song artists and an April 4th debut. Uma Musume Pretty Derby, beginning of a new era of anime film, screens in North America on February 27th. There's Pony Girls coming. OJO performs insert song for Oshinoko's Season 3 anime. Exclusive Gundam Premiere Night event screens in Canadian theaters in February. Well. Look at that. Only in Canadian theaters. Gundam film screen from February 2nd to 4th. I don't know why, but that's the only thing that seems strange to me, is that it would only be in Canadian theaters. Looks like are they going to do Endless Waltz? Okay, well, I have to dig deeper here and see what's going to be playing here. It looks like Iron-Blooded Orphans and Endless Waltz. Okay. Check your local listings for which Canadian theaters it's going to be in. Dub and sub. Oh, but on the 2nd and 3rd it's going to be dub, and then on the 4th it's sub only. The only thing cool about Panty and Stocking is the name. Shum will be ecstatic, yes. Our man Shum will be right there, I'm sure, for Uma Musume. Moving right along, though, Kaya-chan Isn't Scary anime gets same-day English dub. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game reveals Dragon Ball Daima Part 2 DLC trailer. Evangelion 3.0 revival screening opens at number 6. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba Infinity Castle ranked at number 8. And Evangelion 3.0, you cannot redo film screening as part of monthly EVA Evangelion Movie Fest. Hey, how you doing, Solver? Good to see you over on the Kick side. Because I stream on Kick and Twitch and Rumble and YouTube. Gotta, diversify. Oh, here's something. Mamoru Oshii directs new Armored Trooper Votoms anime. That's something. This marks Sunrise's 50th anniversary. Wow. They've been around for a while. So there we go. Famous director Mamoru Oshii. That's Wednesday. Let's move along to Thursday. Evangelion, why won't you die? I wonder that myself, Fabric. It's like it's kind of silly that Evangelion keeps going and going. Sakuna of Race and Ruin anime gets 2-part special about Kokoro wa on February 15th and 22nd. Just one moment. All right. Next up, Snowball Earth TV anime reveals April 3rd debut in new extended Friday night programming block on NTV. Compile Heart teases new game with Shin Megami Tensei's Koji Okada. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. 4th season anime debuts on April the 3rd. Rent-A-Girlfriend anime's 5th season debuts in April. I thought people got right upset with Rent-A-Girlfriend's ending there. So it's I'm surprised it's having a 5th season. I never got into Rent-A-Girlfriend because it just seemed like something I would be interested in. Amazon Prime Video streams April Showers Bring May Flowers anime. Or maybe they just didn't like the ending of that season. Salver. Yeah, I'm not an expert on Rent a Girlfriend by any means, but I had heard people didn't like what happened to the main character. I guess that must have been the season ending. Writer Sakusei Kenkuju, artist Yui Joyama, Ingoku Danchi get short TV anime. That sucks. Yeah, it does. Poupelle of Chimney Town sequel film reveals poster visual world premiere screening at Berlin International Film Fest. Homura, the Crimson Warriors visual novel, launches in West on March 31st. Okay. Fatal Fury City of Wolves Games trailer reveals Season Pass 2 and 6 new characters. Second Gundam Hathaway film special trailer reveals opening song by R&B artist SZA. S-Z-A. We'll skip by the manga and anime releases. Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, anime's teaser reveals its Studio July debut. So there's a show called Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You. All right. Well, like we were saying earlier, Fabric, if there's a subject matter, you're gonna find it. That's all for Thursday. Let's move on to Friday. Where does Girls und Panzer release in Berlin? Ja. They need the Girls und Panzer. And they play around with the Panzer tanks. Duel Masters Lost. Bokayaku no Taiyo net anime reveals opening theme in main promo video. Yes, so this is Friday, right? The Warrior Princess and the Barbaric King anime reveals 10 more cast members, theme songs, and an April 9th debut in video. Netmarble's 7 Deadly Sins origin game delayed to March. Scum of the Brave TV anime casts Kenjiro Suda and Shinichiro Miki. Hiroshi Shibashi's Recommendation from Mr. Iwamoto manga gets TV anime. Inherit the Wind's original TV anime reveals 2 cast members. Dokyo Shiteru Kenshi no Ona Shisho na Kawasugite Manichi Shiwase desu manga listed with TV anime. It's a manga about a boy who trains, lives with famous swordmaster. Okay. They better shorten that up, though. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 The Culling Game Part 1 anime cast Kendo Kobayashi. Game Developers Choice Awards nominates Donkey Kong Bonanza and Death Stranding 2 games. Code Vein 2 game streams musical character trailer for Zenon Greifgut. That's all for Friday. Let's move on to Saturday here. Medalist Anime gets film in 2027. Okay, so we've got ice skating film coming. Petals of Reincarnation TV anime reveal April debut. More cast, theme song artists in promo video. Ray Zero anime season 4 second promo video reveals opening theme. The Japan Fair Trade Commission releases a report highlighting transactional contractual issues in anime industry. I know this might be a little heady, but let's see what they're going to say here. The Japan Fair Trade Commission published on December 24th its results of a survey it conducted into the business environments for the anime and film industries. For anime, the Japan FTC studied the transactions between production companies and primary contractors, between primary contractors and subcontractors, and between production companies and freelancers, and identified problematic and potentially illegal behaviors during the contract stage, the manufacturing stage, and the payment stage. Death Stranding was awful. I never played it. I heard it was just like a walking sim, and I'm not up for that. I'm not gonna worship everything Hideo Kojima does, because I don't care. I don't think he's a genius. At all three levels of transactions, the survey found issues with insufficient or delayed disclosures of contractual terms and issues with low compensation, the terms being worse for subcontractors and freelancers. In addition, the agency found issues with abuse of power from many contractors toward subcontractors and from production companies toward freelancers, with payment terms being unilaterally decided on by the primary contractors and production companies with little or no ability for negotiation or terms from subcontractors or freelancers respectively. The research also found order cancellations across all levels of transactions. In addition, the study found issues with delayed payments and reduced payments and non-payments for retakes or additional costs incurred due to extended production periods. The survey also found issues with a lack of surcharges for rushed orders with short deadlines. The research highlighted in both the film and anime industries the concentration of rights and power in the hands of clients and unstable positions of contractors and creators. Yeah, they got to spin that around. The person that creates it, they should have way more rights and power over their creation. The survey stated 89% of film directors and staff and 52% of animators said they were not satisfied with their current pay, with many complaining compensation fell short of rising living costs. The Japan Fair Trade Commission stated it had disseminated this report to member companies and production committees, production companies, freelance associations, and other related companies in order to prevent problematic behavior. The FTC, along with relevant government agencies, will also monitor the progress efforts of relevant businesses and will take strict and appropriate measures against any entity found to have violated the anti-monopoly law or other related laws. The agency will also use the contents of the report to create and publish guidelines about practices that may violate the anti-monopoly law, subcontracting laws, and laws about transactions between freelancers and businesses. All right, well, let's do something about it. You did your survey. Now put something into action to help out the people to stop getting bullied by the contractors and the subcontractors and all that. Anyways, that's all for Saturday. Sunday today. Oh, no TV or video game rankings this time around. This is getting disappointing. I was hoping that they would have it for this week. Cleavitus 2 anime reveals new cast, returning staff, and a July debut in first promo video. And You and I Are Polar Opposites anime reveals second characters voiced by Tomori Kusunoki and Wataru Kato. Anime creators have always been underpaid. Anime production used to be like sweatshops, and some still are. It's always been an issue since forever. I agree, Fabric, and it's unfortunate. I would like to see the creators get more from their creation. I'm just going to go back a bit here and see if they did have for last Sunday, whether they had anything here. Sometimes they'll... Nope, still no rankings. All right. Well, sorry, everyone. No video game rankings this week, or television rankings for that matter. But the rankings we do have aren't from Anime News Network. They're from here. And as you can see, yes, ANN is getting hit by AI layoffs too. It could be. That could be Fabric. The rankings for this one: number 1, Jujutsu Kaisen, the Culling Game Part 1. Then One Piece, followed by Sentenced to be a Hero, reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. Frieren, Beyond Journey's End Season 2. Fate, Strange Fate, Gachiakuda, Jack of All Trades, Party of None, Jujutsu Kaisen 2nd Season. And Hell Mode, Hardcore Gamer Dominates in Another World. I am watching quite a few of these, but we'll go over that later. All right. Well, seeing as how everyone's been so patient, we're going to hit up the main event now. Just get things set up here so we can grab my notes. Yes, I make notes on paper, pen and paper, the old-fashioned way. Oh, okay, good. All right, so this will bring back the nostalgia, I'm sure. I think everyone's going to be quite happy with this one. One that us older gentlemen will remember from the 80s. Just one moment. All right, let's hit up this. Here we go. You would know this as Voltron, but it's called Go Lion. I wrote how quaint. Yes, and not only that, but I write in cursive, which apparently is supposed to be better for your brain. Here we are. The original title of Voltron is called King of Beasts Go Lion. And go being the word for 5, right? 5 lion. And they go through each character. They start out 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. And there you go. This is obviously the intro to Go Lion. And there you are. This is the good stuff here. These are the shows, and it wasn't very difficult to find Go Lion and subtitled, which going through these shows, a lot of them that were brought over are all dubbed in it, and you can't find the subtitled anywhere. Like I've scoured the internet, and it's some things are just not on the internet. Anyways, let's get on with the story, as this strange object falls to the planet And right away, you know it's evil. I mean, look at that thing. And, oh, you've got the witch, Honervia. I believe that's her name. And obviously, she's going to be up to no good. And there's Castle Altia. The witch has a cat called Jaga. And she's looking to sneak in there. You had to switch to tablets for your notes because your interns can't read cursive. It's been quite the contention. Even your clients can't read cursive. Oh, you know. I still do it though. I do it at work too. I'll write in cursive on the whiteboard and all that. And that way, not only is it so, you know, I can keep up with writing in cursive, but so that people know it's me. Nobody else writes in cursive but me. So it's like, oh, who wrote that? Oh, we know. It was Pop. Pop wrote that. Well, there's our group of heroes. The short fella, he's like, look at that. I can make that bird land right in my arm. Oh, but it's got a message. And apparently the princess was taking a shower, and she just runs with when she's summoned, she just takes off without even like putting on a robe or anything. Of course, the guys ogle her. I believe her lady in waiting is helping her out, and giving her heck for doing something so dumb like running with just a towel on. But there's news. The Falcon brings news. Apparently her aunt is on her way to visit Queen Elena. And she's excited to have Aunt Elena come and visit her as they're being escorted through the forest, where, of course, they meet upon the witch, who takes everybody down, her guards, and kidnaps Queen Elena and takes her to a rundown castle, where she takes on her form as a disguise. She's going to cause trouble. Yeah, Sal takes you back, Fabric. Yeah, I know. Me too. And so they're out looking for the queen, and oh, there she is. Found her. And of course, they're taken with her beauty as well. There should be some warning signs here. It's like, she's like, oh, your body's just like ice. And so they bring her back to the castle, where she meets a lot of people that should know her, and she should know them. Apparently there's some pet mice that the princess has. But the witch hates mice, where I guess as the real queen didn't mind them. Anyway, she's like, oh, get rid of these mice. They disgust me. And so she gets them to leave. Right off the bat, though, there's some treachery, as the witch goes right for the jugular. She's not wasting any time wanting to get rid of the princess, but the mice warn her. But she's like, what do you mean she was trying to get rid of me? Get out of here. Don't you ever badmouth her. So she doesn't believe them. Still, the princess is fooled. So the witch calls upon her trusty cat to get rid of the mice. She's like, come to the castle and get rid of these mice. And so away it goes, doing its job, chasing the mice, but not catching them. Then it's time for a commercial break. Go Lion. Now they're becoming suspicious. They know Onerva's cat is here. They're like, split up. We gotta find this cat. Something's not right here. They talk to the princess about this, and she's like, oh, you're just rude. How dare you? Meanwhile, the cat is still trying. They're trying to find the cat. It scratches the big guy. So the short guy pleads with the mice to help look, or to help be bait to draw out the cat. They put some oil on the floor, rubbed it in, just to make it easier to trap, I think. Oh, the mouse is doing his job, drawing out the cat, and I think they got it. There you go. So, cat's caught. Meanwhile, there's more treachery as she adds poison to the water. He sees that. They bring in the cat. The mouse hops off his shoulder and attacks and bites the witch. Cat's in the cage. They caught it. He's like, how about if we just dump this on? This has been poisoned, so how about if we just dump it on your cat? And finally it's revealed. She is the witch after all. Obviously she's got a hostage, so it's like, okay, if you don't want your aunt to die, you're going to release the cat. Like, all right. So they open it up. Cat gets out. They're trying to attack her, but nope, she's crafty. She traps them in a net. She makes sure she gets rid of a few guards and makes her escape. But everyone heads to their respective lions. Here we go. I didn't think they were going to make an appearance, but here they are. For some reason, a large monster comes out of the earth. And now it's time for them to combine. Let's go, lion. And there we go. 80's plots all the subtlety of a sledgehammer. Yeah, true, so true. And here we go. Now it's time for Go Lion. And he summons forth King Sword Jehoken. And he gives it a slice. And another one. And finally, boom. That monster's gone. But the witch gets away. And they find the queen. She's all right. And they take her back to the castle. Who knows what happens after that? It's to be continued. So don't forget, watch the next episode of Go Lion. And as everyone will remember it as Voltron. But I want to say that it would be too heavily edited when it was dubbed. So try to enjoy the subtitled version. Should be better with nothing cut out. But that's number 1. It's Go Lion from 1981. All right, next one. We'll get to that. All right, let me see. What was the next one? Oh, yes. Gotta find it here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is another classic from the 80's. We've got Pat Lebor. This is an excellent show, very enjoyable. It's also, this one is the dubbed version. As I said before, it's sometimes very hard to find subtitled shows, but this one was dubbed. The acting wasn't that impressive, especially with the one cop Ota, who's like just all he wants to do is shoot the gun. So they should have got somebody with a little more just what do you call it? A little more forcefulness, a little more aggressiveness. But there's Noah. Her name's Noah Izumi, and all she wants to do is pilot a Pat Lebor. There you go. Pat Lebor, Mobile Police. The story starts out with our head mechanic waiting for the brand new Pat Lebors to arrive. He's waiting. Everybody's waiting. His young fellow reports in. I believe they're stuck on the expressway. And you've got new recruits arriving. There they are. There's Ota. You got the big guy, I forget his name, but then next to him is Shinohara. Dubs were an afterthought back then. Well, yeah, they were. Yeah, and don't forget, everything had to be edited for television for North American standards. And then, you had the beginnings of the dub. Things being dubbed a little better. So there they go. They got a report in. They're the new recruits. There she is, main character Noa Zumi. She's reporting for duty. She is just pleased as punch to be a labor operator. So the laborers are stuck in traffic. They can't get to where they got to go. So the old man's waiting. Sir Ota, he wants to request some ammunition for the gun range. I want to shoot. I want to shoot. That's all he says. It's like, no, you can't. They're checking out some of the older models of labors. Noah notices that Shinohara knows an awful lot about labors. She's like, I've heard that name before, that Shinohara. The reason she's heard it before is because Shinohara Industries builds labors. Right there you can see the family name. So it's like, oh, no wonder he knows. Gojiro is technically a dubbed live-action anime. Technically, yes. So, Shinohara's father signed him up to be the public servant because I don't think he had enough confidence in him to take over the heavy industries. So he made him a public servant. And now, while they're waiting, they're out cutting the grass with a sickle. This is how you're going to cut grass. Everybody's like, just cutting grass. And then I think, where is he? Oda just stands up. I just want to shoot. So a call comes in. Everybody's waiting. They're on standby. So they can't do much. They can't leave. They have to just hang out and wait. But then the call comes in. There's a rogue labor causing trouble. So they're going to go and get their laborers. So there they are. There's the traffic. There's Noah. There's Ota. And they are in traffic, and he's like, just lift us up. We got to get going. So up they go. And they've got to work their way over to a roadblock to stop that rogue labor. There it is. A 3-wheel job. And it's pretty deadly. It's being followed by the police, where it fires out its grappling hook and wrecks a police car. They're going to try to corral it at the park. Here it comes. Ota's ready. He wants to just blast the thing. He's so happy now he gets to use the gun. But he misses every one of his shots and he gets the head taken off. So, and all the police are in ruins. Next up, it's Noah's turn. She's almost ready for it. Here it comes. She caught it. However, it shot its grappling hook and took her arm off, which makes her very unhappy that her precious labor has lost an arm. But Shinohara is helping her turn her grief into anger. Meanwhile, they've made it to the park. They ran out of gas. They can't move anymore. They've ran out of fuel. Police surround them. But he's like, you're going to do what we say or we're going to blow this museum up. But out of nowhere comes Noah. She's holding her arm in one hand. And she cracks that thing. And I think they captured them after that. Meanwhile, the head mechanic isn't impressed because he's like, you guys, we just got these things and I get them back with missing a head and missing an arm. And I could sympathize with the guy being in maintenance. You know, stuff that's brand new and it comes back broken the first day. Very disheartening. Meanwhile, the two head captains from each division are talking. And she's like, you know what? We should have got those new patrol laborers. And he's like, do you want them? She's like, yeah. And he's like, no, you can't have them. But we won't know what happens until we watch the next episode of Patlabor. Another classic 80s anime show. That one's from 1989. So there you are. Patlabor, a very good show. Him missing was actually an 80s trope in Japan because departments were so stingy with ammo. The Japanese police were notoriously bad shots like stormtroopers. Thanks for that little tidbit there, Fabric. That's great. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well. And finally, the last one. This is one that you've all been asking for. And I don't know why. But I'll see if you can guess what it is. Oh, there we go. You remember, you guys asked for it. We've got Robotech from 1985. And you remember the classic starting here, where they're going through, where it's like the film strip. Yeah, there we go. Boo! Boo! You guys suck, Harmony Gold. And we got the orchestral opening, for those that remember, by Ulpio Minucci. Yes, Fabric. And I picked the episode of them when they go to Mars. They're coming back from their long space fold that they did to Pluto. And they're heading back towards Earth, and they're going by Mars now. So the Zentradi are wondering, they need reinforcements, so they called up Chiron's division, the 7th Mechanized Division. And of course, Exodor is warning Britai that, hey, this guy's a nut job. He kills his own men. It's like, really? And they space fold in, and the ships like rub against each other. They're terrible, very terrible. They hit the other ships. Fun fact, Robotech was actually a remake of an earlier show whose name is Lost to the Sands of Time. Ah. Now, he's not impressed. He threatens Chiron with taking away his command because, he better not screw around while he's in charge. They have a plan to trap the battle fortress on Mars with gravity mines. Meanwhile, the battle is going on all around the space fortress. And finally, Rick and Roy are off after the battle. Need a little R&R. That's what Roy tells Rick. Get some rest. Go into town. Solaria's in town. Listening to the announcement about how they destroyed all the battle pods and didn't suffer any losses, and he's like, that's a lie. But while he's standing there, Minmay, she greets him. Wants to know how he's doing. She's like, come on, let's go. Meanwhile, they're getting a message from Mars. Lisa has memories of Mars because the fella she was dating, Carl, who was a pacifist, he was going to Mars, and he was stationed at Mars because it was just an observation post. And he tells her his plan. She's like, bye. And then she gets snapped back to reality. There's the trap. They're going to plant those gravity mines and then attack with the battle pods as the ship lands. They're going to go and grab the raw materials they need. Meanwhile, the ship's moving closer. They're almost in the trap. That loud singer and Rick tries to date. Yep. Yeah. She was Miss Macross. I don't know if that happened yet. Probably not. So there's Lisa. She's going to investigate the base. She is checking out what's going on, why the computer was on or something, sending a signal. So one of the soldiers on Chiron's can't wait. He's like, I'm going to go and attack right now. And he's like, if I can wait, you can wait. And he blows him out of the sky. But they detected that explosion. So now there's going to be a recon ship going to check it out. They found him. Everybody's got to go to red alert. And they tried to take off, but the gravity mines are in place, holding the ship down, so it can't take off. It's like, okay, here they go. Time to attack. Everyone, they have to counterattack. Their plan now is to activate the furnace, the reflex furnace on the base, and hopefully take out all those gravity mines. So they're like, well, you're over there, Lisa. Why don't you do it? So there she goes, down to the basement. There we go. Now she's got to escape. But she's trapped in a corridor, which just happens to be where her former boyfriend's room was. You know she's a lounge singer because she's the only one who got naked in the whole show. It was just a shower scene. Lisa finds her old boyfriend's room. And yeah, she gets lost in thought. They get Rick and Roy are told to that Lisa Hayes is there and she needs rescued. He's like, go to it, Rick. Rescue her. It's like, all right. He sees her through the window and he's like, hey, I'm coming in. Boom. She didn't want to leave. So he forcefully grabbed her and got her out of there because the base was going to explode. But she was quite suffering with her grief. There we go. Big explosion. Big. Takes out all the gravity mines. Takes out a lot of the battle pods. But the ship manages to take off and move away. And yeah, very sad. She misses her boy. Chiron's not happy either. He lost that fight. But as Lisa takes a last look at Mars, Rick just watches over her. And there we go. That's it. You asked for it, you guys. You wanted it. You wanted Robotech. Well, here it is. I mean, Macross is just as good. It's just that Robotech mashed together Super Dimensional Fortress, Macross, Southern Cross, and Mosquita, and they call it Robotech. So that's the only difference. So there you have it. Those are the 3 80s shows. You've got Go Lion, which is known as Voltron. You've got Patlabor, and you've got Robotech. So I hope you enjoyed that. Next up is a review of the new season. There we go. All right, let's go through this. What do we got here? A misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. So far, Doesn't seem too bad. Now you feel bad. That feeling shall pass. Don't worry, Fabric. So this misanthrope teaches a class for demi-humans. So he's supposed to teach demi-humans how to be more human, because apparently that's their goal. They want to be human. They want to live in the human world. So it's like, okay, that's fine. I've only watched the one episode. Still got more to go, obviously. The jury's still out on it. I'll watch a couple more episodes and see what becomes of this. Chain Soldier Season 2. If you watch Season 1, it's just continuation. We've got our main character who becomes a superpowered being due to his the girl he met with, her special ability. And yeah, he gets a reward after, which is the price of her power, as if the slave she has, he has to fulfill his desire. So there you go. That's a fun time, and we're meeting more and more the other squads, and we even met the Supreme Commander, who is crazily OP. Like, it's unreal how powerful she is. So that'll be interesting to see how she encounters a lot of the enemies here. Hey, what's up, Comic Relief Crusader? What's up, CRC? How you doing? Don't forget, today CRC has his huge circle stream where he draws on stream and talks with people in the comic industry. Hell mode is better than you thought it would be, but something feels off with Chain, and it has you worried. Oh no, it's just beginning. I just saw the second episode. We'll have to see, Fabric. We have been waiting for this, so. Next up is Frerin, Beyond Journey's End Season 2. If you watched Season 1, you know what you're in for. They are heading north to where the old Demon Lord's kingdom was. And they're going to take out demons along the way, I'm sure. This first episode started out a bit quieter. No major battles, but rest assured, I'm sure we're going to get into it. Yeah, CRC, so huge. Yes, Hell Mode, Hardcore Gamer, dominates another world. Okay, so he's starting from 0. And he is in hard or Hell Mode because I think his XP doesn't count for as much as it could if he chose another profession. But let's see if it works out. He is growing up, getting older, and studying more magic. He's doing it in secret. He doesn't want anybody to know about it. You made it up to episode 1000 on One Piece now. Look at you. 1,000 episodes. Yeah, it's been quite the ride, hasn't it? I'm looking forward to more of those episodes. Looking forward more to them myself too, because we do the physical releases. So you're a third of the way there. Yep, that's right, Fabric. Next up, Kunan, the sorcerer, can see, so he's blind, and he wants to make himself some eyes. He's becoming very proficient in using water magic, but of course he meets the usual guys. He has a friend, a princess, but her brother, the prince, is a jerk. You know, because I guess you need that antagonist. So we'll see. I'm sure he's going to cause trouble. Next up, reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. Okay, I mean, yeah, the guy's a dragon hatchling, and he is figuring out what he can do, what he can't do, taking on other opponents just to build up his level. I've only watched the one episode, so it's just in the very beginning. So I'll stick with that until probably till the end, unless something happens that I drop it. Luffy isn't scheduled to get his full crew until 2189. All right. Sentenced to be a Hero. Wow, this show goes hard. It's you've got treachery, you've got people forced to do things they don't want to do. It's pretty good. The only thing that annoys me is the goddess. She's quite annoying. It's like, ugh. So the only reason I drop it is because of her. But it's got a lot of action and quite a hopeless feeling when they're fighting the demons and all that. Holy Grail of Eris. This one, another revenge story. This woman gets executed unlawfully or unfairly, and comes back as a ghost and helps out this other young lady, this young socialite, and she wants her help to get revenge on the people that executed her. So the ghost is like, hey, you help me out and I'll help you out. Yeah, you're loving Sense to be a Hero, Fabric? Or, yeah. Yeah. Uh, the There was a cute girl in the heroes party, so I confessed to her. So the guys that got reincarnated as a demon on the demon lord's side, he's actually really OP, even stronger than a demon lord. But when he sees a cute girl in the party that comes to take down the demon lord, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna confess to her," and so he goes and becomes an adventurer. And yeah, that's where we're at now. It's the first episode, so I've got to catch up a bit, see what happens. What's next? Oh, tune into the Midnight Heart. This guy is looking for this girl who used to stream, and he narrowed it down to like a school that she described in one of her streams that she wanted to go to. So he's there, and he's just like, he listens to every girl's speech pattern and tone and all that stuff to try to find this one girl. And he's having a hard time. He's thinking he narrowed it down to 4 of them, but he's not quite sure who it is. So he's on the hunt. He's on the hunt to find the elusive girl streamer. Yoroi Shinden Samurai Troopers. So this is a remake of Samurai Troopers. Seems pretty dark. There's a lot of people dying in that first episode. And it looks like the guy who's supposed to be the Red Trooper is a little unhinged. So I don't know if this will be one I'll carry on with. I might try the original Samurai Troopers just to see if it's better. But if this is done just because the guy is just make the guy crazy just for the sake of making him crazy, then I'm probably gonna just kick it to the curb, not waste my time with it. But that's it for the shows of the season. I know we're all sort of, some of us, we'll have some overlap. A few of us, some are watching the same shows and some are watching different. You've finally seen Black Lagoon. As you heard, more is coming out. What a show. You're loving it. Oh, okay, Black Lagoon. That's one I've heard of, but I've never watched it before. That's from 2006. What is it about? Okajima Rokuro is a Japanese businessman in a town full of Japanese businessmen. Normal day consists of social drinking with clients and being kicked around by his bosses. Gets a break, though, as he's sent by his company to a tropical seas of eastern China to deliver a disc. But the boat gets hijacked and abandoned by a band of mercenaries hired to retrieve the disc. Rock, as he is nubbed by his captors, catches the interest of the only female merc, Revi, as she thinks he's worth a ransom, taking him hostage. However, the disc that was stolen has a terrible secret that's unknown to Rock, which causes massive confusion and chaos for both him and his kidnappers. Yo, what's up, Godzillionaire? You have to wait for English dubs like the pleb. Black Lagoon is good. By the way, Godzillionaire, we did Robotech today. I don't know if you saw it, but yes, we did it. Rewatch the replay there if you want to see it. The original was better, but pretty dark too. You don't think it's your style? Okay. Thanks, Fabric. You get to miss Chinglish. Gunrunners meets corporate Japanese businessman. Okay. Black Lagoon. Oh, Black Lagoon, the second barrage. Okay, so that's your sequel there, CRC. 12 episodes of it. Oh, and there's an OVA, Black Lagoon, Roberta's Blood Trail. And there's a special, Black Lagoon Omake. You got lots. Lots of Black Lagoon to watch. Yes, and for this season, yeah, it looks like, as far as what's going on here, looks like Jujutsu Kaisen is up there, Frierin's up there with 89%. Hell's Paradise. Sentence to be a Hero is up there as well. Oshinoko, Fire Force. Hey, what's up, B17? Been a while, eh? Have you ever watched Kengan Ashura? Friends telling me to watch it. No, B17, I have not. But let's check it out and see what it says about it. Kengan Ashura? Oh. Oh, it must be spelled some other way because I got nothing here. What if we just type in Ashura? Oh, not from 2026. Come on. Okay, there it is. Kengan Ashura Part 1. Black Lagoon was one of those sleepers. Since the Edo periods of Japan, gladiator arenas exist in certain areas. In these arenas, wealthy business owners and merchants hire gladiators to fight in unarmed combat, where winner takes all. Toki Tauma, nicknamed Ashura, joins these arenas and devastates his opponents. His spectacular ability to crush his enemies catches the attention of big business owners, including the Nogi Group chairman, Nogi Hideki. Okay, so it's fighting. Yeah, martial arts, full CGI, ensemble cast. Okay. The fight with the nun was awesome. Well, if you're going to watch Kengan Ashura, it's all about fighting. Might I suggest this show? Where are you? I'll have to go by score. There we go. Might I suggest the Osan newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful party became invincible? I would highly recommend this as a great one for fighting. I think it even has better fights than Dragon Ball. And it's pretty good. You'll have a good time. You'll be cheering for the Osan newbie adventurer. At least that's what I did. I cheered for the guy. Your all-time favorite scene was when one finally gets fed up with her shit. Oh, when Asobe. There you go. But yeah, that's something to think about. What's going on this season here? You can see the ratings here of the shows, and it looks like Fate is doing well. Polar Opposites, Shibuyuga. You'll check it out? Right on, B17. Right on, man. Yeah, I'm glad I toned down and cut back on the shows. It's really helped me out. Not getting drowned in anime shows. Fate Strange Fake has been good so far. Okay, Godzillionaire. Better fights than Dragon Ball? Heresy. It's it gets ridiculous after a while for Dragon Ball. Also, I watched a video where the person that was presenting it explained that Goku isn't a hero. So if you and it was like, oh, it makes sense now. All he likes to do is fight. He's not doing it because he wants to save people or he's a hero. He just wants to fight strong people. So if he didn't have his Saiyan powers or whatever, he'd just be some street thug or a boxer or something. He just wants to fight. So it's like, okay. Once that was explained to me, it's like, yeah, Dragon Ball kind of loses its luster. If you just think that all he is he just wants to fight people. He's not trying to be good or save people. Cut back on my shows, only 37 a season. Yes. It was necessary. Having 10 this season is really good. Yeah, like when Goku gave a nearly defeated Cell a sensu bean, so we'd be fair. Yeah. Just dumb stuff like that. And it just keeps getting even more and more ridiculous. You've got Dragon Ball Super. Hey, Goku is selfish. Makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. He just wants to fight strong people. Vegeta is the best written character in Dragon Ball. He has a purpose. The prince of the Saiyans. Dragon Ball O's bridge made so much fun of Goku across all the Z was great. Yeah. Call it out where you see it. They will tell you that Sentenced is on Amazon Prime, but that isn't true. You had to yo ho ho it because F Crunchy. Okay, Fabric. Attaboy. Yeah, Dragon Ball isn't that deep. No. Honestly, enjoy the original one when he's a child. Like when he's a kid, enjoy that one. Anything after that, like Zed or Super or Kai or whatever you're watching, even Daima, it's like I think they should just put that IP to rest. Like, okay, Dragon Ball, just that's enough. You don't need to keep rehashing again and again. Glad to see I'm watching One Piece based on Mr. Beast's recommendation. Well, I do everything the guy says. I worship Mr. Beast. The ground he walks on. He was the first guy to watch anime, wasn't he? Wasn't he the first one to be like, you know what? This is a game changer. Everyone should watch this. Yep, new fabric folds, PFB, yeah. I would hope you guys would know better. I've been watching anime way longer than Mr. Beast. And I don't just watch the mainstream stuff. Like if you look at his list, and I watched Rev do the whole thing with Mr. Beast, and the list he had, and I'm like, there's no obscure shows there. What's the matter with you? You want to be a true anime fan, you're going to find the obscure shows, the ones that, it's not mainstream. You've watched anime longer than I existed. Yes. Yeah, I would say the first show I watched was in 1979, so definitely. Like let's take a look at the list here. What do we have? Oh, look, 801 TTS Airbats. I bet you Mr. Beast never watched that one. Mr. Beast was a big fan of Gumdam. I like Gumdam. You said it before, only Dragon Ball, the original series, is canon. All else is fanfic. Hey, there we go. Fabric and me on the same page. 86. Do yourself a favor, you guys. You like mechs? Watch 86. I've gone over this before on the stream, but 86 is a great show. Who is Mr. Beast? What did I miss? Yeah, CRC, Battle of the Planets. Yeah, for me it was Star Blazers, also known as Space Battleship Yamato, but it was Star Blazers back in the day, and I watched that, and it was great. 86 was awesome, solid recommendation. Hey, right on, Godzillionaire. Glad you liked it. I'm glad I can recommend some shows and people will enjoy them. Like, for you, it was Gunbuster. I'm glad you watched Gunbuster, a classic Gainax film. Really hits you hard in the feels. Yeah, Gotcha Man. Yeah. Yeah, not Battle of the Planets, Gotcha Man, but it was Battle of the Planets over here. Like, did Mr. Beast ever watch All-Purpose Cultural Cat Girl Nuku Nuku? I don't think so. What else here? There's been so much. Cromartie High School. That's fun. Yamato had some very eye-catching scenes. I mean, just the fact that you have a battleship in space. That's great right off the bat. Or I bet you he never watched Cutie Honey. What else? Oh, I found, just so you guys know, I found in the wild at GameStop 2 new figures I'm going to do unboxings of. And it's from an anime I didn't think would have figures made for it. But they did. So you guys will have to tune in when I upload those unboxing videos for those figures. So stay tuned for that. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see which obscure shows I would have had. LBX Girls. That wasn't too bad. Girls in power suits. Oh, Ray Earth. I bet you he never saw Ray Earth. What else? What's another obscure one that he would never have seen? Pride of Orange. It's all about girls hockey. This Mr. Beast. Another tourist trying to claim space. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, see, a tourist. Be on your way. Rail Wars. There you go. You like trains? You like cute girls? Rail Wars. Oh, Godzilla. Yeah, what you've watched off of my recommendations. LBX Girls, 86, Gunbuster, My Dress Up Darling, which you did all in one day. I remember you telling me that. I watched it all in one day. I don't have time for that. Oh, good stuff. Has anybody else watched any of my recommendations? I'm curious. I just want to know if I make good recommendations is all. He was a tourist trying to hype up One Piece right before the Netflix live action came out. Totally not Page. Ah, there you go. Godzillionaire's got it. Hits it on the nose. I don't think he ever watched Street Fighter 2V either. CRC you have? Right on, man. Right on. One of those. Yes, he was. He is one of those. Gotta watch Miyazaki's The Wind Rises. 2-hour movie. Miyazaki does World War II planes. Oh! Well, you know what? I will take that. Wind Rises, eh? Wind Rises. Okay, yeah. Design and build planes just like his hero, Italian aircraft pioneer Giovanni Battista Caponi. Coincides with the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923. Oh. 2 decades of social unrest, malaise leading up to Japan's eventual surrender in World War II. Oh, man. You know most of my recommendation. Yeah, yeah. Are we counting fabric? You know my recommendations for you. Yeah, most of them are etchy. I know your taste. Okay, Godzilla. I'll add it to my plan to watch. The Wind Rises. That's a good one. Yeah, and it's a Miyazaki film, so And I do like stuff from that period of time. Speaking of which, there is manga. Where is it here? I did finish it. There it is. So this is called Showa, A History of Japan, and it's all about the Showa era. But it's written by a guy who lived through it, and he did it, manga style. This guy here, Shigeru Mizuki. So I bought all the volume. I bought it like 4 big volumes of it. And man, this guy went through a lot. Like crazy. But he starts off at the very beginning, just after the earthquake. I think that's when the Showa era started. And then the Showa era ended in 1989 with the death of Hirohito. So, yeah, he was in the army. He fought. He survived. It's crazy. You can't do manga. You have enough trouble reading left to right. You can't read right to left. Yeah, that's okay, Godzillionaire. But I'm just saying, anybody that's interested about his history in Japan, and this guy just tells you what it was like, the average person, and all the trouble that Japan went through, all the way through from 1923 up to 1989. You heard Howard Hughes designed the Zero, but not sure if it's true. I would have to look into that. He did do the Spruce Moose there, or the Spruce Goose. But yeah, you're right though. Mr. Beast, just a guy, just a shill. They wanted him to talk about One Piece because he's got a lot of followers, and people are going to be like, oh, Mr. Beast wants to watch it. I'm going to watch it too. Where did we leave off here? Oh, yeah. And that is why I don't follow influencers, because I'm not going to count on you, or I'm not going to be influenced by somebody. I'll find out for myself. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's main event. If you weren't here for it, the 3 shows that I showcased today were Go Lion, also known as Voltron. You can go back and have a look in the replay if you haven't seen that. The second one was Pat Labor, which is that's a great show. It doesn't go overboard with the mecha or anything like that. They're just like using just any kind of machine. And finally, the one you guys all asked for, Robotech. I went over one of the episodes. So there you go. You got your Robotech. You guys should be happy now. But you're never happy. Okay. I think we're going to just start wrapping things up here. You say One Piece was a hentai so disappointed? Yes. All right. Never happy. We're an ungrateful lot. I'm just joking around with you guys. You're all right. Every single one of you. You're all right. We have a good time. That's what we're here for. And hopefully you get some good recommendations. And hopefully you see some shows you've never seen before. Well, don't forget, coming up on Tuesday, you guys, is Trades Talk Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, where you can stop by and we'll look at the world through an industrial point of view. You know, we'll go over some of the news out there that's going on, and we'll also look into the skilled trades and see what's out there, where there's a shortage, and we'll see some pictures and videos. Everybody likes pictures and videos of stuff they've never seen before, so hopefully I can bring that to you, and I hope to see you guys on Trades Talk Tuesday. All right, I'm huge. Yeah, there you go. Fellow Albertan, the Comic Relief Crusader, whose show will be starting at noon today. You can tune in to his show, Huge Circles. And don't forget, coming up on Saturday, you guys, it's more retro games. Retro game day for me. Working my way through Odin Sphere right now. Tell you, this game, super fun. I'm having a great time. It's just the right amount of difficulty. Looks great. Good story. You can pick Japanese voice actors, which is good because they really get into the part. They have really great acting skills. You recommend the Bunny Girl? Like Bunny Girl Senpai? Or do you mean Bunny Girl from the Daikon video that I got here? My background keeps scrolling through. I try to keep it, set to the theme of the month. You'll always know that. The background that keeps rolling through. There's some Macross there. There's Mine singing. That's from the movie. And there you are. There's Go Lion. First Greenland, then Alberta. Edmonton or bust. There you go. Fabric, yeah. 1 hour away, come watch. You got Marvel DC artists there, and we have fun while you draw. Nice. Yeah, it's always good when you can have an artist on there that chats with you about the stuff there, CRC. And yeah. And then we circle right around to Sunday again, which is more anime chat. And I believe this will be the final one for the month. So join me for the last anime show of the month for 80's. And then we'll have to think of something for February. We have better weather than Greenland. I mean, sometimes. But yes, don't forget, when you're not watching me, when I'm not streaming, you can check out Pacific 414, or DJ Ronnie G, or Brandon the Anime Guy, Carl at the RNG Podcast. You can check out Infinite Metal over on Kick and Twitch. Call me Kixie. She's a great VTuber, very family friendly. She's on Twitch as well. Plays a lot of indie games. And she streams on Saturdays for a long time. Like, we're talking like 6 hours. Like, that's a lot. And don't forget CRC. He's also streams on the weekends on Saturdays and Sundays. So tune in to the Comic Relief Crusader. You can subscribe to him and help him out. Tell him old Pop sent you. But I think that's going to be it for me today, everyone. I've got to go catch up on my shows. Should be a nice quiet day. You'll be asleep by noon. You got to haul your ass to Fremont later tonight. Oh, you poor guy. That sucks, Fabric. I don't know how far is Fremont away? Is that far? Yeah, no problem, CRC. No problem, man. My pleasure. And yeah, do you guys self a favor, as you can see on the screen there, the bunny girl picking up the robot. That's the intro they did for Daikon 4. It's on YouTube. You could watch the whole thing. It's done to ELO's. What was that? I can't remember the name of the song, but Electric Light Orchestra. They use their music for it, and it goes so well with. I believe it's called Twilight. But yeah, really good. If you haven't watched it, it's really short. It's like maybe 3 minutes long. But a great opening to Daikon 4, which was one of the conventions in Japan back in 1983, done by people who would eventually form Gainax. So you want to see their early work? Boom, there you go. Watch yourself. Daikon 4 opening. All right, well, that's going to be it for me. I had fun today. I hope you guys did too. And I hope to see you guys the next time I'm streaming, which will be on Tuesday, or join me on the weekends. I'm always here. Saturday, Sunday, 9 a.m. sharp. So stop in. A couple 100 miles as the car crawls. Oh man, you poor bugger, you. You got to travel so far. Couple 100 miles. Oof. Set the cruise, eh? Set the cruise control and just keep her between the lines. That's my advice to you there, Fabric. Thanks, CRC. I was glad to bring it to you guys today. I hope to see you guys the next time I'm streaming. But until then, I've been Pop, and I am signing off.